Welcome to Defense News Plus. Ambassador TS Tirumurti showed New Delhi's strong support to Palestine and its unwavering commitment to the two-nation solution. India expressed its deep concern over violence in Jerusalem at the United Nations Security Council session on the ongoing Israel-Palestine escalating situation. India stressed upon for immediate de-escalation. India's ambassador to the United Nations TS Tirumurti said, "We urge both sides to show extreme restraint, desist from actions that exacerbate tensions, and refrain from attempts to unilaterally change the existing status quo, including East Jerusalem and its neighborhood." The Indian envoy Tirumurti denounced the indiscriminate rocket firing from Gaza targeting the civilian population in Israel that has caused immense suffering and resulted in deaths, and paid tributes to the Indian national Soumya Santosh, who died in the rocket attack in Ashkelon. He said India has lost one of her nationals living in Israel, and we deeply mourn her demise along with all other civilians who have lost their lives in the current cycle of violence, reiterating strong condemnation of all acts of violence, provocation, incitement, and distractions. Ambassador Tirumurti also highlighted that the current situation underscored the need for immediate resumption of dialogue between Israel and Palestinian authorities. The ambassador Tirumurti also said that the absence of direct and meaningful negotiations between the parties is widening the trust deficit. This will increase the chances for similar escalations in future. India and UNSC also explained how Jerusalem has a special place in hearts of millions of Indians, with the city housing an Indian hospice, Al Zawiya Al Hindiya. The hospice has been restored by the Indian government. According to legend, Indian Sufi saint Baba Farid had visited the site in 1200 AD, mediating at the location. Today's update regarding S-400 air defense system. More than 100 personnel of the Air Force are on training for the S-400 Triumph system in Russia. The training is on operate the defense system in different weather conditions, including high dust and extreme weather, to suit the Indian demands of driving in the plains, deserts, and mountainous terrain. The S-400 is capable to encounter the incoming hostile aircraft, missiles, and even drones from a minimum range of 2 km to 400 km. It is capable to sense and track up to 600 km. Each S-400 system, known as a battery, consists of long-range radar, a command post vehicle, target acquisition radar, and 2 battalions of launchers consist of 8 launchers in each battalion. Each launcher has 4 tubes. Each component of the system, command post, the radars, and the launchers, is mounted on multi-axle, multi-wheel Ural carriers which can move on uneven terrains. The S-400 can be armed with 4 different types of missiles with ranges of 400 km, 250 km, 120 km, and 40 km. The radar can detect more than 100 flying objects at a time while being able to engage dozens of targets at a time. The S-400 can vertically detect and destroy any upcoming enemy flying object up to 30 km, and the minimum height is 5 km. Director of the Carnegie Moscow Center, Dmitry Trenin, says Russia can't be dominated or pressurized by another country. Likewise, the real test for India from Moscow's perspective is how it tackles S-400 deal issue with US. Just as the US has reservations over India procuring S-400 missiles from Russia, China has complaint and grievances to Moscow providing arms to New Delhi. Russia's relationship with India is unshakable. Next update, there is an urgent need to form a defense space agency to an Indian Space Force along the lines of the US Space Force, USSF. The ISRO satellite have an important role in reconnaissance, navigation and communication system for the military. This is the perfect time to form a clear distinction between India's military and civil space programs. Airspace warfare, an emerging threat, needs special attention that Defense Space Agency will not be able to operate. The Mission Shakti program of anti-satellite capabilities in 2019 demonstrated the emerging requirement for space deterrence. The ISRO's technology experiment satellite launched with a camera resolution of 1 meter 2 decades ago was its first foray for use by defense. This was followed by a dual-use constellation of cartographic satellites, Earth observation satellites, military-specific communication satellites, and Indian regional navigation satellite system. There is growing demand for India to enhance its Space Force structure to meet military needs. India is forwarding its steps ahead towards this aim. In another update from reputed media sources, Boeing said that Tata Boeing Aerospace Limited and Korean Aerospace Limited will continue to manufacture AH-64E Apache helicopters, fuselages, structures and other components. Korean Aerospace Industries will produce and deliver as per the present contract targets. South Korea had a deal with Boeing for 36 Apache helicopters in 2013 and fuselages were made locally as per the terms of the contract, and again additional 36 more AH-64E helicopters has been ordered from Korean Army. Boeing has to issue the press release giving clarification against the rumor as per the Korean media that Boeing is unhappy with the Tata Boeing Aerospace Limited compromising the quality of Apache helicopter and its fuselages, vertical structures and spar boxes. In another update, the Ministry of Defense is supposed to release a request for proposal in June for the procurement of 50,000 new bulletproof jackets. The vendor will have to deliver all the bulletproof jackets within 1 to 2 years after signing the contract. The Indian Army has projected a requirement of 50,000 new bulletproof jackets for its frontline troops. As per the terms, the bulletproof jackets should weigh less than 10 kg against 7.62 mm bullet and another 8 kg variant against the hard steel core bullets fired from a distance of 10 meters. That's it for today. If you like our work, then please hit the like button, share this video and do subscribe this channel to get the notification of the next video. Thank you.